My name is Rico, the Dungeon Master for Season 3, the restoration of the 12 Olympians. This season, we'll find our heroes traveling back to the lands of Eris and Enyo within Harmonia, as they adventure through and see what they have accomplished and completed by restoring the 3 fabled relics, the Sickle of Kronos, the Golden Apple of Discord, and the Robe and Necklace of Harmonia. We'll start with Deborah.
I am Deborah, and I am playing a human rogue named Neith. Her name is Neith.
And I'm Matt, playing a dragonborn monk named Ari Futan.
And I'm Daphne, and I play Gilcyra Venfire, who is a halfling druid.
And my name is Rico. I am the Dungeon Master for Season 3 of the campaign. Do you have a Deborah's diary from last week?
It won't be as good as last time because you didn't praise me last time.
You can't.
I feel a little.
You can't always get praised.
Yes,
okay?
I can.
Because if you're always getting praised, it's meaningless. You know, you need.
No, it's not.
You need
it
the
never
dark.
Loses its meaning for me.
You need the dark to appreciate the light.
It's such.
It's
such a
good.
powerful reinforcer that I don't get satiated, and I just use a lot of behavioral terms in that. Sorry.
Without evil, there is no good. Audience.
It's not about good or bad or
Philosophy
light or dark.
your shit up.
It's about praise maintains high-level Deborah's diaries. That's all I really care about. I just need acknowledgement from one person.
Okay.
Gets me through my 2 weeks, okay?
I'll do better.
Platitudes.
I'll be better.
But only give it to me if I really deserved it, because I felt like that last one deserved it. This one won't.
This one won't.
No.
Well, we didn't do a whole lot this one.
We really
actually,
didn't.
There was
The
a lot
bombshell.
that actually happened in the
Huge
last
bombshell. I wrote down bombshell. That
You
might
wrote
be the
bombshell in the
episode title.
Dear diary.
Bombshell.
And our last episode,
Kill gods.
the magic had dissipated around Therium.
Deborah's diary.
But before going after the boar, we yet again, our players like to mess around and not actually get stuff done. They decide to take their horses to Kronos' farm.
Damn good thing we did.
Where Kronos hugs Ari in greeting, just like family.
I love that so much, by the way.
And speaking of family,
In-game hugs.
some more family members come in.
Big fan of hugs.
Hephaestus, Ares, Athena, Hades is there. Just one big happy family reunion.
And I'm just so happy to be around all these people I'm just so happy with.
And a big surprise for Neith, a certain rogue king has appeared at the table.
Rogue King. I like that. I've been
Rogue.
calling him leader of the Rogues Guild. He is now the Rogue King. This
That's
is a
been
good
his name
diary.
in my head.
I like Rogue King. I'm changing that in my notes right now.
He had a little tiara, right? Tiara?
He has a crown. Yes, he had a crown. So in my head, he's always been Rogue King.
Guild leader is being erased. Guild leader is being replaced with Rogue King.
Rogue King.
It's officially in the notes of the game.
And Neith now knows what to call him in the middle of the night.
Thanks to...
Thanks to Ari, who asked, hey, what's your name? And he's like, it's Dolos. And then Kronos is all like, you gave him your real name? What? And Dolos is like, it was your daughter who gave the jig up. And Kronos was like, ho, ho, ho.
I imagine he laughs like Santa Claus.
We also learned that Dolos was a student to Prometheus and is as old as the Furies. So, either Neith is robbing the grave or Dolos is robbing the cradle. Take your pick, whichever one you like better.
The ICU, where newborns go when they're first born.
However, our gods and goddesses reveal a higher plan for our players.
Yeah.
Which may or may not include Neith being able to weld.
Weld.
Wield even?
She's
Wield.
learning to weld from Hephaestus, probably.
To wield. A a weapon that cuts through space and time. Or it could kill all the gods on Olympus, and our players could just take over Olympus and then rule everything. Gilcyra could finally save her people and protect the forest the way she has always wanted to in her little halfling, little halfling dreams.
All forests everywhere.
Yeah. Ari could finally bring up the Dragonborn race so people are no longer looking down on them. They look up to them because he would be one of the gods.
I'm going to give them all wings.
You could do that.
And Neith could finally be a goddess of death the way she has always wanted to be. She could be,
The Rogue Queen.
the rogue queen.
Ooh.
Shivers just happened. Neith remembers that I keep calling to call Dolos Dolores.
You didn't even watch Westworld.
We should just refer to him as the Rogue King.
He's just now the Rogue King. This is why I didn't need to know his name. Okay. The Rogue King told Neith that Neith remembered. I can talk. I promise. I'm just going to skip this note, because it's not coming out right.
Okay.
And our players finally go through Dolos's door to Espasia, where they're going to prepare for defeating the Boar. Let's find out if they do in this episode of Someone Play.
What do you mean that wasn't a good diary?
That was
way
the
better
best
than
diary.
your last one.
That was the best diary ever.
That was way better than your last one.
Very-
That one was a good one.
Very theatrical.
Yeah, that was a really good one.
I like
You gave
that, too.
the right amount of gravitas to the bombshell that was dropped on you guys.
You should always do impersonations.
I'm not good at impersonations.
But that's the bit.
That's the bit, yeah.
So you guys are in Espasia.
I am in Espasia.
Under the Gilded Sparrow. Neith knows her way in and out of this place.
Neith just kind of walks over to the wall to go through the little door like
Yep.
she knows what the fuck she's doing.
Yep, she pushes a little button on the stone wall. Stone wall shakes a little bit, and then you hear grinding sound as stone begins to grind on itself, and there is stone steps that lead up to what looks like a bedroom.
Let Neith take the lead here, I guess.
Don't we have to go? We go from the treasure room to the map room,
Mm-hmm.
right? And then
Yeah.
we go up the steps.
And then up the steps to his
Yep.
bedroom. Yeah.
Okay, we go up the steps in the bedroom, and as we're doing, I'm like, don't look at anything, don't touch anything.
Neith, you've been here before?
Oh, yeah. She's been here before, Dolo says, at least 3 times.
I definitely look around, but not, for any purpose. Just don't look at anything. I'm like, I'm not going to close my eyes, so now I'm just going to look at everything. I mean, I wasn't going to look at anything until she was like, don't look at anything, and now I'm like,
I know, now you're
is
going.
this
Make an
place?
investigation roll. It's in-based.
4.
You see a bunch of stuff, but none of it makes sense to you.
I love it.
None of the writing
I wasn't
seems to
trying
make any
That's the
sense.
thing. I
None
wasn't.
of the symbols make any
know.
sense.
This works. 'Cause I wasn't
You're more
trying.
confused about what's in the map room than understanding what's in the map room, and you're probably thinking, well, this is why he didn't want me to look at anything, because all this is way outside my purview and my limited knowledge about rogues and their happenings.
No, it's perfect.
So none of it makes any sense to you. So he said not to look around because he didn't want anybody to be bewildered by what's in the map room.
Yeah, he's a fan of maps, huh?
All of the rogue signs and rogue symbols Neith knows, like back of her hand. But
I whisper.
it's all nothing to you.
I whisper to Electo, a bit of a cartographer, huh?
Yes, he is. But for what it's worth, I can't read any of it either. And
No
Dolo
biggie.
says, that's by design, as he's
Don't
coming
care.
up the steps behind you guys.
Then I assume we enter into his bedroom,
Yep.
and then I just continue walking out into the bar.
Oh, a bar.
Yeah, there is a bar there. There are some rogues that are sitting around tables. Some are knife fighting. This is all stuff that Neith has seen numerous times.
Ari says, is this the Rogues Guild?
No, this is the Rogues Bar,
Oh, cool.
the Gilded Sparrow. This
Oh,
is where
nice.
rogues come to drink and hang out and knife fight and plan heists.
Is this like a discriminatory place? Like, can non-rogues be here?
No, they'll probably want you out sooner than later.
Fair enough.
But you're here with me, so no harm is going to befall you as long as you guys are here with me.
I mean, no harm's gonna befall me anyway, but thank you.
And
Not being cocky, I'm a
ton
badass.
of rogues snap
What of it?
their head and look as 2 of you, 3 of you, including Electo, walk out from behind the door that would lead into his room.
I give him a kiss and a wink.
And some of them stand up and unsheath their blades. Somebody picks up a lantern that's got that's lit with oil and flame.
I smile at him.
This would be a firebomb. And then Dolos walks out, and all the rogues, they sheathe their daggers, and the dude puts the lantern down, and they all get back down at the table. Like they know that Dolos is here. They don't know him as Dolos, but they know that the innkeeper of the Gilded Sparrow is back. So it's probably okay if you guys are here.
I'm still smiling at them all.
They'll let you pass with no problems.
No molestation.
Yeah.
I head
Unmolested.
out, and then I make my way towards the weaponsmith.
He doesn't follow you guys out. He stays to bartend.
I say,
Delos?
Yeah.
oh,
Dolos stays to bartend.
never mind. I was gonna say like thanks, Lord Dolos, but that seems uncouth now. I don't have anything better to say, so I just smile and wave at him. I want to convey, with body language that I appreciate.
He doesn't wave
the help.
back.
That's fine.
But
I'm appreciative.
you think
and I'm
it's
not
probably
saying
because
his
he's
fucking
keeping
name.
appearances for the rest of the
Oh, sure,
rogues in here.
I give one last glance around at all of them and smile.
One flips you off as you're walking out the door.
Give him a wink.
Yeah. And you get out unmolested. You guys are in the
love
back
it.
alleys of Espasia.
It's my favorite.
By
safely.
Are you waiting for them to leave the Gilded Sparrow before you make your way to the weaponsmith? Or are you leaving them to their own devices in the back alleys in Espasia?
Yeah, what are you up to, Jelly?
Oh, I get my badge out.
Is this still the dinner plate or was
Yeah,
there
it's
a new
still the
one?
dinner plate.
Yeah, and I just start walking around. I'm like, all right, better not be any trouble.
Little halfling with a dinner plate.
I guess I'm gonna wait for them to come out, and when they come out, I'm gonna say, "Do we want to meet back here at a certain time, or we all want to stay together?"
Should we protect your beau's identity and maybe just use the portal that Jelly has set up somewhere?
I mean, it's probably best. I mean, because we can just portal right back to. So, do we want to meet at Bindy's? Okay, meet at Bindy's in an hour?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's where I'm going anyway.
Okay.
Well, I might pay Eris a visit and then go to Bindy's. So I'll end up at Bindy's.
Okay. I'm gonna head to the weapon shop first. I might have to go see the alchemist.
Okay.
The
Map
alchemist.
of Espasia.
God damn it.
I love that. I love him
Always
so
with the
much.
fucking alchemist. All right, the fire grenade, sure. No, I remember I got to go to the hunt shop too.
Unload all that
Yeah.
shit, that extra shit that
Sell
you
it
have.
back to him or just give it back. I don't give a fuck.
All right, so
I'm a badass. I'll try
Who are
to
we
sell
going
it
to
back.
first, weaponsmith or alchemist?
Weaponsmith.
Okay, so
Let the party. What was Jelly doing?
she's got to go to get holy water.
Yeah, so I'm going to go to the Clerics Guild.
Dope.
Yep, so I'll give you all just a couple minutes apiece to go through your old individual shit. We'll start with Deborah.
Watch me speed run it.
You get to the weapon shop. It is open. It is the brothers next to each other.
I knock politely.
Holy shit, you actually knock?
Yes.
Yeah, what?
Wow.
What happened to Neith?
He turns around.
Reith has changed her.
It's old. I mean, surprising them is now old.
Yes.
He
yes,
turns
thank you.
around and he says, "Oh, welcome back.
You still said, "Oh."
I have arrows for you if you need them."
Sweet. Also, do you have any fire grenades?
No, I don't make fire grenades. You'd want
Where
to talk
did
to
I
the
get
alchemist
fire-
about
Okay, okay. But I actually don't have any room for any more arrows. I'm full up. But keep those because I'll be back.
that. Okay.
Okay? Like, they'll get sold. Don't you worry. What I'm really in need of is a very nice bludgeoning weapon.
Why?
Don't ask so many questions.
Okay. Well, I have prepared maces and warhammers that you could buy.
Okay? Any fun ones? Anything with a little, plus something or?
Nope. Nope, but they're sturdy and they're strong. There are some that are made of silver. Be great for hitting ghosts. Are you hunting ghosts?
No, what we're hunting is very alive and
Big?
made of a very, very big.
Oh.
I'm definitely going to need something two-handed, some
Oh.
major bludgeoning power here.
What are you hunting?
A boar.
What? The boar?
The boar.
He wrings his hand. Is the ward down?
And we get these stories written down. And if you really help me, you'd be a part of the story too.
Is the ward down? Can you hunt the boar?
We can. We have taken care of the magic that surrounded it.
All right.
Little misinformation leak.
These guys
Trying
are
to get the
these
best
guys are
weapon I
these
can.
guys are bastards of Hephaestus.
Yeah.
They know what the boar is.
My homies.
Because you guys, Hera's embraced these guys, and they had faint auras. So he says, "All right, hold on, just 1 second," and he goes back behind, like in the back of a shop, and he comes out, and he's got this two-handed warhammer that he's holding with both hands, and the handle is made out of black ivory wood with silver inlay that swirls up into a thick, squared, hexagonal head, and he chucks it at you, like he tosses it towards you. And as he tosses it towards you, it doesn't fly at the speed of something that looks like should be this heavy is. It kind of feather floats to you, like he was holding it with two hands just to present it. But he chucks it at you, and it lightly like a feather floats over to you. And he's like, "That is my best hammer."
And Neith goes to grab it with both her
And
hands.
It doesn't feel like it weighs anything. Like it feels like it weighs less than Twisted and Fate. It's a D8 warhammer that does bashing damage, but because of how light it is, it doesn't feel like any amount of bashing is going to break it, because though it is physically here on the plane with you, it doesn't feel like it's affected by any of the physics on this physical plane.
What is the cost of such a beautiful weapon?
No, I've never presented it to anyone before, but I will do it for 5 quills off the boar's back.
5 quills. You've got it.
Better write it down, dog.
Putting it down right now.
Forget it's over. Game over.
I'm going to put it on my character sheet.
They're going to come and beat you to death.
Oh,
I'm not here.
weaponsmith 5.
Like when we split the party, I can just tweet.
Do you require a deposit or anything?
No. If you don't come back with 5 quills, then I will get my hammer back. And then he whistles a little tune, and the hammer vanishes from your hands back into his.
That's dope.
So
Well done.
Once I give you the quills, though, that hammer just stays with me, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's on loan for you right now for this hunt. And if you don't bring back the quills, then I'm going to get my hammer back anyway. And then he tosses it to you again, and it feather floats over to you.
You probably don't even need it after the boar or whatever, so you can just let him take it back and not give him the quills.
You don't happen to have any knockout gas, do you?
No.
Purple knockout gas. It has to be purple.
No, I don't make
I just
knockout
had a
gas.
gas. I'm going to go visit the alchemist. But this is beautiful. This is what I have been looking for.
It'll do you well.
Thank you.
Yep, you're welcome. Imagine what I can do with those quills.
And then I actually take off one of my short swords and I go, I actually no longer can carry as many weapons as I have. Actually, no. I stick one of my short swords in my bag of holding.
There you go.
And then that's where I stick my warhammer.
And it just does 1d8 bashing damage, but doesn't have any added encumbrance or added weight. You could wield it with one hand and a dagger in another.
Ooh, a one-handed warhammer.
Yep. There was a cleric in your party that had a warhammer almost like this that could be wielded with one hand. But that cleric is not here in the party any longer.
Thank you. And I leave and I head towards the alchemist.
Okay. So you make your way to the alchemist. The door is closed, but you can see smoke coming out from the back of the building, and you can hear little tiny pops and shattering of glass, and then you hear some cursing, and then some laughing, and then more cursing.
I try to open the door.
It's unlocked. You walk right in.
Is there like a little bell?
That looks like there used to be a bell. The bell is half melted and like fused to the desk.
Of course, yeah.
Or his cabinet. Looks like some acid or something may have spilled on it or melted it. So yeah, there is half of a bell. The alchemist is great.
He's
a
insane.
great character.
I love it.
I still tried to ring the bell.
And you like push
I
the little
vegetables.
thing that would ring the bell, but it gets stuck, and there's like this half hollow ding, but it's like metal hitting wood, so it doesn't make a very loud ding. But then the alchemist peeks his head out from like the back of his shop. One whole half of his mustache is gone.
Nice.
And there's like smoke there, like he was dealing with something explosive. So like one whole half of his mustache is gone, but he's got like a nice little goatee that he's been growing, and it's stained like purplish and green right now. And he's like, welcome back. Do you need more explosive cartridges?
What I am looking for is a fire grenades and knockout gas.
Purple knockout gas. It has to be purple.
I don't have knockout gas, but I do have fire grenades.
I tried, okay? I'm trying.
How many fire grenades do you need?
Million. Say a million. See what he says.
Oh, how many did I start off?
Infinity amount.
5.
I've got 5. I can sell you 5.
How much for 5 fire grenades?
I'll just take it out of your retainer fee.
I have a retainer fee?
For the explosive cartridges?
Oh,
That's what I thought
yeah.
you were back here for?
Perfect. Yes. How much do I owe you?
Right now? Are you taking these with you? These explosive cartridges?
Not yet.
Then nothing at the moment.
Okay, perfect. I'll be
This
back.
is wild.
He's great. I love him. He's filthy rich. It's not like he needs money. He has access to plants and chemicals and alchemical ingredients, and like as much as he blows shit up and breaks, he
I
never
love that you've like taken even some of the characters and brought them back. I love
he
it.
never runs out of alchemical supplies
Yeah.
for some reason. This dude is filthy rich.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
And then he comes out and he has 5 fire grenades in his arms, and he sets them down on the table, and like one rolls off of the table and hits the ground. It doesn't explode.
Okay, good.
He's like, these ones have fuses on them. I've even timed them.
Oh.
Yeah, they're great. You have about 3 seconds after you pull the fuse, then they'll explode.
Perfect.
I recommend a bandolier that you can put them on.
Do you have one of those?
I don't. You may want to speak to a leather worker or an armorer. I don't have any bandoliers handy.
Okay. So I take the fire grenades and I stick them in my bag of holding.
Yeah, that's good. He was going to offer you a bag, but then he remembered he doesn't have any bags. Would you like a bag to carry those? I don't have any bags to carry those.
It's okay. I've got my own.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Yep.
I'll be back.
You need anything else? And he twirls the one half of mustache that he has.
I think
I
I'm
love
good.
this, dude.
I think I'm good right now.
All right.
I love
We'll
your
see you when you come
NPCs.
back.
Thank you.
Don't die. Or do. Choice is yours. Somebody will buy
die.
these explosive
How about
cartridges.
that? So I guess I head to the armor.
So you go back to the brother, who is the armorer,
Yes.
who's next to the shop of the weapons.
Of the weapons master.
And he's there, and he's working on it. Just looks like a random breastplate. He doesn't
I just
see
walk
you.
up to him
Oh, he doesn't see you.
and then I tap him on the shoulder. Tap, tap, tap.
And then he turns around and he drops his hammer on his toe. And then he screams an obscenity. And then he looks up and he's like, "What do you want? Could you not do that?" And you hear his brother across the way laughing. And then he screams across, "She knocked on mine." And then he looks at you. He's like, "You knocked on his door, but not mine?"
You know, I was just testing it out. It actually doesn't get old. thought it did. It doesn't.
What can I help you with?
I need a bandolier.
For what? What are you holding on it?
These. And I pull out one of the fire grenades.
Oh, okay. And then he goes to the wall and he pulls off a leather bandolier that's got like a iron clasp. And it's got these iron buttons and straps of leather. It looks like it would button.
So buttons.
Yep, so buttons. And he hands it to you. And he says, that should hold him.
Sweet. How much you want for it?
5 silver.
$1 million.
Here, I have a gold, and I just give him a gold piece.
Oh, and then he gets into his money box and he gives you 5 silver back. And he's like, here's your change.
Nah, you can keep it.
Oh,
Wow.
all right.
Make him do the work.
Then he puts his 5 silver back in his box and
I mean, that's nice right
he
there
says,
for me.
thanks. That leather thing is not fireproof, though. So just be careful that you don't light off a firebomb on yourself. Yeah.
Try not to. And I attach it onto me and put like
It fits
into
nicely.
my-
And little firebombs, if you were to unbutton one of the straps, the little rings of the firebombs would fit in a little bandolier, goes across your chest
Nice.
diagonally. And now you've got a leather bandolier that has your firebombs on it, 5 of them. And they have fuses, so they can't accidentally be ignited if, like, somebody were to hit you in a firebomb or shoot you in a firebomb. Like they'll only explode like a grenade.
Right.
You pull the fuse, and then it's armed.
Nice.
It's much like C4. It doesn't explode unless you add an electrical charge.
See, I'm just over here like, what the fuck is a bandolier?
It's a leather strap that you wear over
Glad
your,
you know.
This
your
is why
shoulders.
Rico is the DM and not us.
Right.
Right.
Because you'd be like, I want to buy a bandolier. And I'd be like, hold on. What the fuck is a
And I
bandolier?
thank him, and I head out, and I head over to Bindy's.
Oh, can you do me a favor?
I think you mean the
What's up?
music
Can you
shop.
grab that hammer that I dropped? Bad back. I can't bend down that far to get it. If you could just hand it to me, that'd be great.
She bends over and gets it and hands it to him.
He says thank you. And then he picks the breastplate back up that was half off of his anvil, and he begins hammering again.
Hammering.
He really does have a bad back. He couldn't have bent down to pick up the hammer. He wasn't trying to be a dick. He just
I was
can't
like,
bend over
what
that
is
far.
this about?
He, just can't, he legit just can't bend over that
I'll
far.
have to remember that now.
Sometimes
He
just-
can't bend over. I won't do that to him anymore. I head to Bindy's.
All right. Rock on. You make your way back to Bendy's. Jelsira, where are you heading first?
I'm going to go to the Clerics Guild.
Excellent. You make your way to the Clerics Guild Hall. The door is open. What was the Cleric Guild leader's name? I want to say Genevieve.
Yes.
Was
Yes.
Yep.
it? Was that her name?
Yes.
The clerics?
Yes.
Oh, right.
Yes.
Because she who will not be named was a cleric.
Yeah. Jenna.
She will who not be named.
Vive.
Oh, I get it. I just get it.
I forget what her name was.
Genevieve.
Jenna. Beeve.
Oh, her name is Genevieve. Yeah, there was Theobald and Genevieve in the
You
Clerics
didn't do
Guild
that
Hall.
on purpose?
You
No.
think we're fucking with you?
No, I didn't
You
do that
didn't
on
do that on
purpose.
purpose?
No. No, that was her name ages ago. Genevieve. Theobald and Genevieve.
But you didn't name her that on purpose?
No, I named the Clerics Guild leader that on purpose, yeah.
Jenna. Beeve?
No, I didn't relate it to Jenna at all.
Oh, you did it.
No, that's just the name. I thought
A
would've
happy
been
accident.
So
I thought it was a
much better.
beautiful name for,
would've been
for,
so
a-
much better
for
if
an
you had-
elven cleric. I thought it was a beautiful, gorgeous name. I like that.
It would have been so much better if you had, and I just now got it.
And Genevieve is there holding class. She doesn't look like she wants to be bothered.
Oh.
Is there somebody at the reception?
I like
There
how he
is.
told you she doesn't like to be, she doesn't look like she wants to be bothered.
You guys have been here before. You guys know if Genevieve's holding class, she doesn't like to be bothered. Like that's common knowledge. Yeah, there is the cleric guild leader, or the cleric guild hall representative. He's like, "Oh, good afternoon, Deputy Jelsira.
And I'm like, as you were.
Fucking dinner plate.
How can we be of assistance?" today?"
I was wondering if maybe you could help me score a vial of holy water.
Just one vial?
I mean, at least one. More would be better.
How much can you carry? And then you hear some clanking of glass, and there's a big box that's pulled up. And then they open it up, and there's like 4 tiers of vials of holy water, all full. How many vials do you need?
10 would be good.
10 be enough for your spells?
Mm-hmm.
How much holy water is required for the spell in question?
It doesn't say how many, it just says holy water.
10 should be plenty. Each one of these vials is good for 5 uses.
Okay.
So you would have 50 uses
And
if
it's only-
you took 10 vials.
And it's only this one spell, too.
Oh,
That
okay.
I don't use very often.
And then he pulls out 10 vials, and he gets out a little sack, like a little. It would be the equivalent of a fanny pack today.
Nice.
It'd be like an alchemist pack, and he puts the 10 vials in. And inside this alchemist pack, there's little straps that securely hold
Nice.
the holy water vials, and he hands it to you.
Perfect. How much will that be?
Nothing. You're deputy here.
Oh, you know
Presume
what?
you would just need it for defense of the city or whatever you're doing.
You're right. You know what? You're right.
We
Yep.
usually are.
Yeah, there's some undead around here I got to keep an eye on.
Is there?
Well, I mean, in case there is, you know.
Oh, I was going to say, if there's any undead, then I would hope you would tell Theobald, and he would just go take care of it. And Theobald, from the one side, is like, "There's undead?"
Oh, no. I'm just speaking hypothetically. Sorry, Theobald.
Oh, all right.
But if I see any, I'll let you know.
I would certainly hope so. I am extremely good at getting rid of the undead.
All right. Well, my business here is accomplished.
All right.
Thank you for the holy water, and I kind of do a little
Thank you
curtsy.
for the work you do in Espasia.
Yep.
And then he bows back to you as you are the authority. You're the deputy.
Yep. And I'm like, all right. Well,
And then he closes the box and puts it back under the desk. Yeah, that doesn't cost you anything. You could go to any one of these guild halls and
Nice.
be like, "I need X," and they'd be like, "Here you go,
nice.
deputy."
Use that power.
Deputy.
Yeah.
Just like a RoboCop.
So I walk outside, and I ask Cedric, I'm like, hey, Cedric, do you think you could fly around a little bit and see if you spot any trouble? Any thievery or
Shit,
any...
taking your job seriously. Let's go, champ. I
Yeah.
love it.
I'd be happy to.
Responsibilities.
Okay.
And then he takes off up into the sky.
Nice.
Daff is diligent. Daff the diligent.
Yeah, but I'm just kind
Oh.
of keeping an eye on everybody, just kind of like, Yep.
Now that the tournament is over, there is a lot more space down the main street of Espasia. There's not as many street vendors. There's not like people hawking their cheaply made wares. Believe it or not, after
I choose not.
okay, after the butcher bastard of Espasia was slain and her ring of rogues were handled, there doesn't seem to be a lot of serious crime that isn't already being policed by the guard. I mean, you may run into petty crime of like bread thieves or food thieves, of people just don't have the money but need to feed their family or something like that.
You
Like
see
much
somebody
like in
shoplifting
Aladdin
food.
style.
No, you
didn't.
Fucking A, that's right. No, you didn't. But yeah, it is so peaceful right now in Espasia that there are guards leaning up against tavern walls having a beer.
Hey.
And
She's back.
they look over and they see you and they salute you properly. Proper salute.
I salute the back.
Hey.
And they go back to drinking their beer. 'Cause they're clearly on duty. They're watching just like you are. They're watching everything. But Spasia's actually pretty fucking nice right
Freaking
about now.
working.
Yeah, it's that peaceful that
We need that job.
that the city guard in the barracks, they can hang out and drink. Like, it's really not that bad here.
Dope.
Like, Eris is probably displeased about it because there's not a whole lot of discord going on, but
Wait for it.
the guard is incredibly happy about it.
We'll come back. Don't worry.
Yeah, right. And you've obtained your vials of holy water.
Nice.
Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Just gave it to you.
All right. Well, I head back to Bendy's Baubles.
All right. You are heading back to Bindy's. You are heading back to Bindy's. You went to Bindy's first off, so
No, I'm going to end up at Bindy's
oh,
because that's where we're going to meet up.
where are you going
Bindy's.
first then?
Either Eris's or the hunter's shop.
Choice is yours.
Let's do hunter's shop first. So I head to the hunter's shop.
Excellent. And the husband is there. The wife is there.
I pop in, How you
Say,
doing?
hey, welcome back.
Thanks.
Did you get to try out any of our wares?
I did. They were fun. They did a lot of good. Would you be interested in buying any of them back?
Yeah, we'll give you half of what you paid for them back.
Dope. You want the net gun too?
Did it work?
It was awesome.
It worked? It was successful?
Yeah, no, it fired for sure.
Did it not
great.
catch what you fired it at?
I mean, we were chasing something pretty wild, so
But it did fire.
it did.
And the husband looks to the wife and he says, see, I told you it would work.
It's great.
I told you that the mechanics were just fine and that it would work. And
Just
she
fine.
looks over at you and she's like, why would you do that?
Because look, this is a brilliant piece of work. I don't know what to tell you.
And whatever you want to sell back to them, they will buy back at 50% of what you paid because it is
What
just
el-
slightly used.
Yeah,
I don't
for
remember
sure.
what you paid.
No, I don't either, but I don't care much about the money, so it's just whatever. But so I've got the net gun. I want to hook that. Just let
He's
them
going
have
to
that
put
back.
that back up on the shelf on the
Love
hook.
it. You feel free to tell people if you want to try to sell it again that Ari approves. And I have 10 awesome nets. Those nets were baller, by the way. Really good work.
Thank you, the wife says.
Why are you getting rid
I
of the
weaved
net?
those by hand.
I don't need them.
Oh, I'm totally metagaming right now, but that's okay.
Because as big as the boar is, those nets aren't going to be of any use whatsoever.
Together.
Nah, it's all good. Get those awesome nets out of my storage. I have one trap left, and I'd love to give that back.
Yeah. What happened to the others?
They worked. They did work. I left them.
Oh.
I didn't want to pack them back. It's all good.
Where'd you leave them?
Out in the royal hunting grounds.
That's probably best that they're there then.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're
we-
welcome to go in
Nope.
after them.
Nope. We have no intention. They can stay there.
Well, let me ask you, you got any interest in dragon teeth?
I do not.
Okay, that's fair. I just thought I'd ask. No, you're not. No offense taken over.
Dragon
here.
scales?
I have a few.
I might be interested in 2 dragon scales.
I'd be happy to sell you two.
You have 2 spare?
Yeah.
And the wife gets really excited and she pushes the husband out of the way. And she's like, what do you want for them?
Well, what are you going to do with them? What's your idea here?
I'm going to use them to... I didn't think this far.
Yeah, sorry.
What would she use dragon scales for?
I was getting real interested. That's on me.
Dragon scale, normally used for armor.
Would they go into her nets?
And nope. The nets are perfect just the way they are.
Super perfect. A plus on the net.
I mean, I tried. I tried to give it to you.
I know. I don't know either. Like armor, shields.
Decoration for the net gun.
She's not into that.
I don't know what I would do with them, but I would make use of them. I would find a reason to make use of them.
I'll tell you what. You guys helped me out a lot. I give you these 2 dragon scales for, let's call it 5 silver.
Wow.
Yeah.
Deal.
Dope.
She doesn't even hesitate. She says deal.
I pull out, the two scales.
And she gives you 5 silver.
Dope.
Because you can just go get more from the
Pits-
town that was
pit-
burnt all to shit.
Pissed off.
I still have 10 left, but I've got a plan for those.
And then she hurries back into the shop, and she's never actually had real dragon scales before. And these were off of this was off of an ancient adult black dragon. Yeah.
Yep.
So these are like big, powerful scales. They may come up with some magic traps, like enchanted traps, like trip mine enchanted traps.
Hey, I'm here to help Espasia. It's been wonderful to me. I'm going to be wonderful to it.
And since she's fucked off, he gets back up from the ground and dusts himself off where she pushed him out of the way. And he says, anything else we can do for you?
You got anything that's helpful against giant boars?
How giant is the boar?
Like legendary style.
I got some nets. I've got a net gun.
Okay. Yeah, that's great. I think we're good. I think I'm good here. Those things were awesome, and I will send lots of business your way.
Yeah, they were great for hunting the hind. Probably not so much for the Araminthian boar.
Yeah, but I like the guy and his wife. They're nice people.
They are. They're really nice people.
We've had fun, so it's all good. I'm gonna take my leave now. Head out to Eris's, to the mayoral
estate. All right. So you leave the hunting shop, make your way to the mayoral estate. Doors open.
Yeah, I assume Electo's still hanging out.
Yep.
Just
She's
follow
following
along.
with you. Yeah. She's following with you. And
I'm sure we're like holding hands or whatever. And
you get to the doors of the mayoral estate. You walk down her path past the little koi fish pond and the butterfly garden, et cetera, et cetera. You guys have heard about this place like millions of times.
love it.
And she's standing there at the top of the steps. And
Hey, Eris.
she says, "Hey, welcome back, Ari.
Thanks.
What brings you round?"
Well, we were back in Espasia for a moment to prepare for another trial.
How are those going?
They're going pretty good.
You getting bored with them yet?
Yeah.
Have you talked to...
Yeah.
Okay,
Give her a wink.
perfect.
But I thought I'd come say hi, see how things were going, see if maybe you'd let me refill some ambrosia while I'm here.
Yeah, sure, absolutely.
I thought also I might try to call down Hephaestus.
For what?
Just a quick chat.
Oh, okay.
Just a quick chat. So, carry on. I'm just gonna.
All right. Nice seeing you again.
It's great seeing you too,
I hope
Eris.
we get to work together in the future.
I think we will.
I would love that.
I love that. Okay, so I go to wherever the fountain of ambrosia.
By the
is.
way, she has no idea that she's actually being played by Dolos.
No, that's fine. I'm not going to give that away either.
Okay, good.
Nope.
I'm
Good. She thinks she is the preeminent power in this city.
Yeah, Ari fully gets that Dolos is on the down low, and so
My Google just said she thinks she's the preeminent power in the city. Google was like, "Let me find something for you." Don't know why that happened.
I'm gonna go to the fountain of ambrosia.
Yeah, it's just right there, right in front of you.
Refill up my water skins from what was lost. Just I'm just being cautious. I don't know. I know. We know what happened last
Make
night.
a perception check.
Stuff like that. 22.
You go to dip one of the water skins into the ambrosia, and you realize it's your never-ending water skin, the fresh water.
What?
You almost filled up your magic never-ending spring
so I
water
did.
skin. You
I
didn't.
can stop.
You caught yourself.
Okay. Oh, whoops. Wrong one. I put that back and take out.
You almost lost a magic item.
I've got one.
You tried
I
so
tried
hard.
really, really hard, but he rolled well. I mean, he only needed a 15. He got a 22. He smashed it. Actually, he only needed a 10.
I've got one that's I rolled 14 on the dice, so I feel good about that. But I've got one that's at least half and then a little bit more
Yeah.
empty. So I just filled that one up.
Okay.
And then I say I take a prayer type pose a little bit, and I say, "Hey, Hephaestus, are you there?"
And then he comes walking out of the dining room.
Hey,
Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing great. I forgot when I saw you the other night.
He's like, "This is safe here."
Oh, okay. When I saw you the other night, I forgot. I have some materials you might enjoy. You don't have to use it for me or anything. I just thought you might enjoy. I've got some femurs and claws and ribs of a black dragon, and
Real dragon parts?
fuck yeah,
Not like Dragonborn, right? But like real
dragon,
full-on dragon?
ancient black dragon. Oh yeah, and I've also got 10 scales, which I know those are probably good. And I've got 12 teeth. I don't know if you can use teeth, but I have them if you want them.
Give me your cloak.
You got it. And I hand over the cloak.
Thanks.
Yeah.
How long are you going to be in town? Doesn't matter. Reach back out to me in about 24 hours.
Okay. Yeah. No. Yeah. We're gonna go do the boar thing, but yeah.
And then he walks up to you and he picks you up by the top of your head and he looks you over, like taking measurements, looking at how your scales are on your body. And then he sets you back down. I'm going to have fun with this. Your cloak is getting upgraded.
I love that. I just really want to unload this shit I took for. I don't even know why I took it, but I know I took it for him.
And now you don't have your red cloak anymore. Now you've just got your clothes that you wear under that. And now your wings are out in the open for everybody to see.
Yeah, that's fine.
Not that anybody's going to fuck with you. You're a deputy and leader or champion of the games, the blood sport, the Tournament of Blood. That was what it was called, Tournament of Blood. God damn it.
That out of my inventory, baby.
Oh, God, I've got such a cool thing.
I've still got the 10 pounds of meat, though, so.
But now Karga doesn't have a hood to hide in, so he's just out on your shoulder.
I love that.
No,
you
he's
know.
not. He's on the top of your head.
He's chilling. I gave Hephaestus. Oh, I love that. That's good. This guy, like in the picture,
Yeah.
I gave him the ribs, the claws, the femurs, the dragon, ancient black. Here we go. That's
Got a bunch of weight out of your bag of holding.
Yep, got rid of them traps, the awesome net,
The nets, the gun,
the gun.
the hundreds of pounds of dragon material.
Really happy I used pencil on all this.
Yeah.
Real happy about that. Good job, Matt. Good job, past Matt.
Way to think that through. And then Eris comes back at the landing really quick, and she says, have you given any thought to the discussion you had
The discussion I had when?
with the other gods?
I've given it, yes, thought.
Excellent. She says, you have my backing.
I think we'll be working together soon.
And then she bows halfway, almost in like reverent deference to you. Like, you know how Japanese would bow in respect to someone of higher authority? She bows like that to you.
I give her a light bow back. We'll return it.
And then
I like
she
Eris.
turns to walk away. It's really weird because when you first met Eris, she was like Big King Dingaling, and now she's like bowing to you.
Nice.
It's happened. It's weird now because there was
Aphrodite.
yep,
that,
who deferred
me.
to you, yeah. And now Eris has done it to you. That's really weird. All of a sudden, tables are turning.
She knows what's up. Be on our side or get your head cut off. I don't know.
And yes, I mean, that is a good way to look at it. Either you back us and help us, or when we complete our task, your ass is next.
Yeah, because we've got Hades on our
Because-
side. So
Yeah, and Kronos and the Cyclope. Kronos.
But bring it on. Kill us
And
as many
like
times as you
there's
want.
the Fury of Vengeance right behind you on your right hand shoulder, who
Chillin'.
is a primordial deity and older than Eris and would rip her fucking head off if she tried to cross you.
Let's go, champ.
Yeah. So a lot of shit is happening. A lot of stuff is becoming 180.
I love how much I was able to unload.
You went a lot of shit.
Yeah, and I'm glad I looked at my
It's a
inventory
good
while
thing you've
everybody
got a
else is
druid
doing
friend
that
who
shit.
can just portal to fucking anywhere.
Well, yeah,
And
and
also that you
Well-
know who Dolos is now.
while they were going on, I was like, "What's in here? Oh shit, yeah, I can give that back. Give that to fucking Hephaestus. Hell yeah." Okay, so I'm gonna leave the mayoral estate and head to Bendy's because I also have business at Bendy's,
Yes, you do. You need some shrew.
not just meeting up, with my pals. So I go to Bendy's.
And you make your way to Bendy's, and Neith is there, and Gelsira is there, and you were the last to arrive.
Oh, hey, what's up?
Hey, Ari.
Have
Hey,
you,
Ari.
Have you guys spoken to Bendy yet?
No, not yet.
Mm-mm.
No, let's go in. Let's try to go in.
Oh,
Let's
wait.
see what happens here.
Since we're here, really quick, should we talk to Hecate?
Not yet.
Okay.
Let's get this board done first.
Okay.
Let's get bored on.
We have time.
Yeah. Because I'm gonna try to enter Bendy's. Is it open? Is she open for business? Is it
The door is locked,
normal ass place? I knock on the door.
and the door opens.
Dope. Okay, I go in to Bendy's.
And Bendy is resting on a dark blue mage hand. She is snoring. She appears to be asleep.
I love
Okay,
her.
I gently, I don't touch her, but I gently say, "Hey, Bendy."
And then she opens one eye, and she's like, I thought I smelled you.
Hi. Well smelled.
I mean, not you, but the ambrosia you've had.
Sure.
Thought I smelled you.
Sure.
And then she looks around your shoulder. She's like, are your friends coming in too?
Guys coming in?
Yes.
Yeah, they're coming in. They're coming in.
And then when you two enter, the door closes, and Bindi opens both eyes. And she says, how can I help? And her little hand floats atop of the desk.
I love
And
it.
she's sitting on the top of her cabinet, like on the blue hand. So she's like eye level with you.
Those can I buy some more magic mushrooms from you? They have been a huge hit wherever I've been. I've just been sharing with people. It's been great. I would love more because they're incredible.
Are you asking me as a customer, or are you asking me as deputy of Espasia?
Yes.
The answer is yes either way.
Yes, I'm a customer. I would love to pay you for them. They're awesome. They're worth paying you for sure.
Should just give you some.
You could, but they're awesome, and I really appreciate them. And I don't want you to go broke giving me magic mushrooms. You know what I mean?
I'm not going to go broke.
I know, but
How much would you like? Or how many would you like? How many handfuls would you like?
I mean, what's the limit?
How many can you carry?
I can carry a lot right now.
Okay.
I would love. Oh man, I mean, I would just love to have so many. I mean, I don't know how many you've got. You know, I know that you got to probably grow the mushrooms.
Yeah, the bin's full. There's probably 15 to 30 pounds of mushrooms.
But you know what? Can I buy or can I get 10 pounds of them from you?
Yeah, sure, absolutely.
Because 10 pounds of mushrooms is a lot of mushrooms, and
It
I would
is a
be
lot.
happy to have that many to just hand out on my travels. Just people really love those mushrooms, Benny. I'm sure you know.
Did you get
They're
any
just incredible.
visitors from dead people?
I mean, yes, a couple days ago.
Oh.
Okay, I'm sorry about that. That's on me.
That was you?
Yeah,
Why
sorry.
are you sending ghosts and demons to my magic shop?
Like I said, I've been sharing the mushrooms. They're awesome.
I mean, no, I get it. And then a couple of the damned souls and come to the angels come out from behind her wall and they look over at you.
I really thought you guys just stopped existing.
No, we came for the mushrooms.
No, I know.
And then Bindi put us to work. And Bindi's like, I did put them to work.
Oh, well, that's good, because I was kind of just hoping they disappeared. I thought they left the barrier and just dispersed. You know?
No, there's been about 5 damn souls and about 4 angels that decided to come for the mushrooms.
Well, I am sorry, and also you're welcome, I guess.
No, it's great. Do you know how nice it is having damn souls and angels do all of my legwork for
I
me?
assume it's awesome.
I get to sleep most of the time. And they all say she does sleep most of the day.
Well,
Then she looks at them and snaps and she's like, that's enough out of you guys. I'm like, all right, Bindi. And they go back to work on whatever task she had them working on.
10 pounds of magic fucking mushroom.
You
a
just
lot of
don't want to
mushroom.
have to
I'm going to always
track
go
things
back
like
to Bindi,
rations, do
but
you?
I don't need rations,
He doesn't have to eat.
by the way. I no longer need to eat.
He's got
Don't
purity
worry
of
about
body
it.
or whatever. He's no longer has to eat or drink
'Cause I-
or sleep.
Were you listening? I share them on my travels and just, I make
Makes me think of somebody's most favorite meal ever.
Yeah, it makes
the
people
fly.
happy. I like making people happy, and all it takes is a magic mushroom. I go, here you go, and they go, this is the best. It takes me way back, and then I get to enjoy their happiness, and all it cost me was a mushroom. I'm just the best god ever. I will be soon. Watch for it. No, well, thanks, Bindi.
You're welcome.
You're incredible. Big fan. Still big fan. Did I get that blood dragon wine from her, or was that someone else? I can't remember. Did I get that from
You
Bahamut?
got it for Bindi, didn't you?
I got some.
You got it for Bindi, but you never gave it to her.
Oh, here, Bendy. Blood dragon wine. Dragon blood wine. Whatever the fuck.
And then she takes the bottle and she pops the cork out. And there's this
Gets
little fiery wisp that goes and curls up in the air. And then there is a little like fiery burst of like what would be like a little tiny dragon about the size of Karga. And then it just dissipates. And she smells it. And she's like, is this real?
Yeah.
Who'd you get it from?
Bahamut.
Didn't you get it from Ares?
Mary's. Yes.
Didn't Ares give it to you
Yes.
to give to Bindi?
Yes.
Yeah, because you asked and Ares had it.
From
If
Aries.
I remember correctly. And you're giving this to me?
Absolutely. You're the best. I told you.
Oh, this is my favorite drink ever.
I heard that.
She's like, I am going to get so intoxicated.
I love that. I love that for you.
I like
I
that
am-
she just admits it.
I am glad that I have angels and damn souls doing the work because I am not going to be successful at casting magic for at least 2 days.
Bendy, we're friends. I love it. We're gonna probably pop back to your backyard and talk to your tree, if that's
Okay.
cool. So
Well,
thanks,
it's
thanks
nice
again.
to see you all again.
It's always good to see you, Bendy. Just like I said, big fan.
And
Keep doing you.
Bindi
Don't change
kisses
a thing.
the bottle of wine and puts the cork back in it. And her blue hand, mage hand seat, hovers back down, and she crosses her arms and crisscross applesauces her legs and closes her eyes, and you hear her breathing slowly and deeply like she's going back to sleep or in a meditative state, one or the two, whatever hundreds and hundreds of year olds mages do. Scions of Hecate, goddess of magic.
Okay, so we gonna portal back to the boar.
Mm-hmm.
We ready?
Yes.
We ready, champs?
Yes.
Hands in.
Anith gives Ari a really weird look.
Alecto puts her hand in.
I love it.
I put my hand in.
And Jelsira puts her hand in.
I'm gonna guess Neith puts like a finger in.
And Bindi puts her hand in.
Oh.
All right, go team on 3. 1, 2, 3, go team!
Bindi says. Go team.
Neith is looking really uncomfortable right now.
Yeah, underline that so I remember that's happening.
Go
Cool.
team.
No, not the go team. The cloak and
Oh,
Hephaestus.
yeah.
I stopped writing notes for some dumbass reason while I was
Yeah, he said he
enjoying
needed
the
24
game.
hours. And you guys can make it out to the Old Oak, and the Old Oak is excited to see you, Jelsira. It perks up its branches, and in your head, you hear it say, "Welcome back.
Oh, hi, Old Oak.
I've missed you.
Oh, I've missed you too.
It's been, well, nobody's really come to talk to me since you've been gone."
I'm sorry. I'm sorry to hear that. You know what? I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna talk.
Sorry.
I'm gonna talk to my druid friends next time I'm here, and I'm gonna ask them to come pay you visits.
You're here now.
Well, I know, but we have important business to attend to.
Fair enough.
How? Well, we're gonna walk through you, and then we're gonna come back.
This conversation just gets better. You're like, we're just gonna walk through you. Okay, bye.
Your portal is secure.
Thank you, Old Oak Tree.
And then its branches like kind of bend towards you to like bow. And then it goes back to sleep. You hear it sounds like it's cutting wood from the snoring
Nice.
that the tree. It's just a very, very old tree, probably as old as Bindi.
1 million years old from the dawn of time.
Bajillion.
And your portal will open back up to any of the other portals that you have linked. Where do you want to go?
All right, you want-
Acmonian Wood? Do you want to go to the farm? Do you want to go to what's that
Therium.
town?
Therium?
Therium.
I think, guys, you want to go back to Therium and
Yes.
get the board? Okay, I think it's where we're gonna go.
All right. Rock on.
Let's go to
Neith is
Therium.
still jazzed.
Okay, we walk through the portal.
Yep. Walk through the portal, come out on the other side through Therium. The city still looks like shit.
Dope.
Nothing's changed, but the ground is shaking violently every once in a while. The mountains off in the distance seem to be shaking and rumbling like there may be a volcanic explosion or something.
Dope.
There is a thick black smoke coming from the crown of the top of the mountain, and you hear from off in the distance the loud squeal of the Aramanthian boar.
Boars sound horrible and they're little pieces of shit.
But it's a massive boar, so you hear the echo of the squeal on the wind.
All right, I fly over there and kill the boar.
Okay, is that easy?
Just boom, boom, boom.
Like, all right, we're supposed to kill it. We're supposed to capture it.
Same difference. I bring it back with
I
necromancy.
mean, they're just gonna eat it anyway.
They are just going to eat it in.
We should find a necromancer. That way we can like hang out with the necromancer. We can kill things we weren't supposed to kill. They just bring them back. No biggie.
You have a line on a necromancer who is actually being hunted down by a paladin friend of yours that is in Espasia.
Oh, no. Fuck that necromancer. we're not hanging out with that
You're
guy.
like, no.
We're going to kill that guy.
I'm just saying, if you need one, you know where one is. Well,
Hey, guys.
got a line on one anyway.
I went and saw Eris. She's doing well. She totally knows, about our conversation we had last night. So, and she's on board. FYI.
Neith just kind of chuckles
All right.
because she's like,
Weirdo.
yeah.
The more I think about it, the more
Shut up.
the more I think about it, the more it seems like it could be a good idea.
God bless you guys.
It'll be fun.
Be so much fun.
It'd be so much fun. Let's do it.
I mean, all our gods want to do it, right? So, yeah, we got the board to deal with first.
Okay, okay.
Step number one.
Let's. How do we want to go about attacking this board? First, how do we get there?
We fly there.
All right, let's do that.
Okay, I get out my broom.
I can't. Okay, cool. Because I can't fly.
Me and Electo.
And I
flap,
don't want to
flap.
be turned into clouds. I'm not
is a bad
mentally
idea.
there.
Clouds
yet.
would probably be a bad idea because you can hear the wind howling around the mountains. And if you were all just a bunch of clouds, it'd probably blow you off course.
DM's on my side.
I'm already a bunch of clouds.
No,
You
you're
guys
not.
don't know that about me. It's my
So
backstory.
it was about a quarter day's flight to the base of the mountain. Because you guys are flying, you aren't going to have to worry about unstable ground under your feet. But as you're flying over the grounds, you can see that there are large chasms and cracks in the ground. It looks like unstable footing, like any wrong step and you could fall into the ground.
Probably a whole lot of XP we're skipping.
You can see, like, through some of the holes in the ground, you can actually see flowing magma.
Dope.
Yep. The vegetation that would have been around here is slowly getting charred, and because of the carbon dioxide in the air, like, they're not as green. It's getting a little difficult to breathe as you're flying
Good sound
towards
effects.
the mountain.
Man, somebody should do something about all this nonsense.
Unless you guys can breathe carbon dioxide, but you can absolutely fly to the base of the mountain with no difficulties.
Okay.
You can see wolves and bears that have patches of fur missing that look like it may be mange or from on fire.
Gross.
You see some wolves like drooling lava.
When I take out my Uzi and shoot all the
Just
wolves.
shoot all the wolves. No!
And you get to the base of the mountain with a large opening in the side of the mountain
Cool.
that looks like is jagged but looks stable enough that you could walk on. Or you could fly straight up all the way to the top of the mountain.
Let's go to the top, baby.
Okay, yeah, let's go there.
Going wherever your broom is flying.
All right, so you're not going to go into the mountain. You're just going to fly up to the
Hurry up, man. Shortcuts.
All right, I need Ari and Electo to make a strength check, and I need Gelsira to make a strength check.
Keith is just along for the ride.
Electo gets a 26.
Clutch.
Yeah.
Neef, do your luck points can you
Ari
use them
gets a
on
12.
other people?
What did you get?
8.
8? All right, so the strength of the winds throws Jelly and her broom and Neath into the sheer, jagged wall of the mountain,
There we go.
and also does the same to Ari. I need Neath, Gelsira, and Ari to make dex saves.
Could do dex.
I think the vast majority of you can do
It's
dex.
just like acrobatics, athletics.
I think Ari has a thing where,
20.
okay, you grab onto a wall so you don't tumble all the way back down to the ground.
11.
Hi, Hades.
What did you roll? 2?
I rolled a 2.
Sheesh.
So even with my dex, which is 4, I make 6.
Make a strength roll for Electo, please.
Like
20.
So your broom crashes into the sheer, jagged rock wall of the mountain. You guys go to grab to catch yourselves from your fall. You are unable to do so. And as you two begin to fall down the sheer cliff of the mountain, Electo grabs each and every one of you by the backs of your cloaks and armor,
Nice.
and she's holding you. And she watches as your broom tumbles down to the ground. And she's like, do you want to go back for that?
Mm-mm.
She's going to leave your magic flying broom there at the base of a mountain?
how many pieces is
It's
it in
still
right now?
whole.
Oh,
Oh, well, in that case, I mean, if we can get it, yeah.
Yeah, you sure can.
Okay.
And Electo drops you.
Yes! I saw it coming and I loved it. I needed it to happen.
And then she grins at Neath for just a moment, and she's calculating the terminal velocity in her head of how long it's going to take Gelsira to splat on the ground. Make an insight roll.
I wild shape as I'm falling.
Oh, okay. Make an insight roll really quick.
this is because Electo hates you.
Yeah.
Electo finally gets her chance.
22.
You believe she's doing this because Electo hates you, and she's finally got her chance to kill you. So, as you begin to fall, you wild shape. As you wild shape, Electo is actually there to catch you, so you don't smash into the ground. And then she gently lands, and she's like, I wouldn't let you fall to your death. Yet.
Oh. Well, I'm an eagle now, so I just kind of like do the eagle like, and her.
Then Cedric lands on her shoulder because he can't land on your back as an eagle. But now as an eagle, you can pick up your broom and I guess fly up the mountain with it, like as an eagle with the broom in your talons. Electo wouldn't have let you die. That was just fun storytelling for Rico. Just so Jelsira is reminded of her place of how disposable she is in Electo's eyes. She's still salty about what you did in Espasia.
I thought I redeemed myself after I killed the dragon.
No, Electo didn't care about killing the dragon, remember? He walked out of the cave.
Yeah, she wasn't there.
Jeez.
Fuck y'all, have fun.
This doesn't matter.
All right.
Should kill everyone.
Yeah, I grab my broom.
Sweet.
Am I still hanging from the rock cliff up top?
Yeah, you're still hanging. Are you going to carry the broom in your little eagle talons?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Electo will help carry you
Okay.
while you're carrying the broom. And then she flies back up to Ari. And she's
Hey, babe.
holding Neath in one hand and an eagle in the other. And the eagle's holding a broom. Cedric is on her shoulder.
Cool eagle.
Thanks. And then she's like, are you going to continue to fly? You gonna
Yeah,
go
I'm
that-
going to pop off here. And
Okay, you held on to that for an awful long time for absolutely no reason.
I was having fun watching.
Oh, okay. I wouldn't have let her fall to her
Yeah,
death.
yeah,
You
yeah.
know that, right?
It's all good.
Okay, she blows you a kiss. And then you guys can resume to fly up to the top of the mountain.
Jump off the side of the mountain and then flap.
Flap, flap, flap. And you guys are able to get to the top of a mountain. There is a rather large crater that you can look down into. You see a large, like, stone onyx arena looking thing with one long walkway that goes into the mountain, which you guys would have had to walk through if you had gone through the mountain. I forgot you guys could fly. I don't know why I keep forgetting you guys can fly.
We keep forgetting it too. Don't worry.
And Electo lands at the walkway nearest the entrance into the mountain. And she puts Neath down gently. And then she puts Eagle Gelsira down gently. And then she looks over towards the center of the arena. And you guys can see amongst the bubbling magma and lava a massive giant boar whose fur and skin is covered with blood and soot. You can smell the sulfur. It has large silver sharp quills that glint from the orange light of the magma. You guys are essentially inside the crater of a volcano that is unstable with pops of magma that come up. You see pieces of lava land on the onyx walkway. You
Bloop,
see
bloop.
sizzling. Yep. Yeah, that's a perfect sound.
Caldera.
And the Aramanthian boar is there standing tall in the center of the arena. The arena looks to be just large enough that you all could get inside the arena and probably have about 60 feet around, like from the pool of the lava. You've got 60 feet of ground into the center of the arena, 60 feet from the edge into the arena, all the way around. That takes up about a fourth of the crater. And
Dope.
there is smoke and thick smell of sulfur in the air. It's a little difficult to breathe. It's almost choking for Neath because she's just a human.
I take out my gas mask.
You don't have a gas mask.
Should have got a gas mask.
But I mean, you can still breathe. It's just not as good as it were if you weren't in
Noxious.
the mouth of a volcano. It is, yeah, noxious, yeah. And the boar roars at you guys and stomps its feet. And as it stomps its feet, there's another shaking and quivering of the ground. The boar is the one that's probably been causing these earthquakes.
Like a G.
Yeah, as it stomps its feet. How we doing?
We could stop.
Fuck. Okay. And then the boar looks like it's ready to do the damn thing. It looks like it's waiting for this fight, as it has, you guys have now known, at least 4 times before.
Let's go, champ.
And that will do us for this episode of Some Would Play.
Bum, bum, bum.
Listen next week as we get the confrontation of their Araminthian boar. Thanks for listening, everybody. I've missed you all. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you for listening to Some Would Play, a production of the Outsanity Network. Join us again next week as the story continues. Find us online at www.somewouldplay.com and be sure to follow us on Facebook and Twitter at Some Would Play. Deborah is at Sanyataki, Rico is at R1C0, Daphne is at Dafterthought, and I am Psychedelic M. If you enjoy the show, please tell your friends and share it with others. And remember, in real life, you needn't roll for initiative, so just seize it.